Okay guys, I'm getting these questions a lot. How do you motovlog? Which camera do you use? What are the settings that you use? How do you get that cinematic look? And today we are going to answer all of these questions from a beginner level to a fully professional cinematic motovlogging. And let's get started. That I use is the DJI Action 5 Pro, and the helmet that I use is the Axo Apex helmet, and I have a chin mount over here, and I got this chin mount from Amazon. I'll put down the link below. I got the chin mount for like 300 rupees. So this mount has two straps for safety. So I've added the 3M tape for extra grip. So now it is very secure, no shaking and no fear of falling out. And always remember, the chin mount gives you the most natural POV. Just like how you ride the bike, they'll get that feeling. All the other mount, it's good, but it won't get that proper you're riding the bike feel. You won't get that in the video. So that's why I suggest the chin mount for motovlogging. So if you're just starting and want to vlog while motor riding, you can just install this grip and put your action camera, GoPro, DJI or the Insta360s, anything, just put it on chin mount, turn on the camera, put it on auto mode and you are good to go. So that is the basic beginner level motovlogging. So if you are in a hurry or you just want to vlog it for safety or purpose, this works well. Now if you want your videos to look better and little more professional, let's go to the intermediate level. First, start switching from manual mode to auto mode. Then you have to set up the ISO 100 to 800 and set up the shutter speed on auto. You can put it on auto, and the white balance is also on auto. So just the ISO, and the important part, come to the color and put it on from normal 8-bit. You can put it on 10-bit D-Lock M. So that is for the DJI Action 5 Pro, or if you are using GoPro, any other action camera, you can put it on the log mode. So now when you're shooting in log, your footage look flat, but don't worry, the colors will add while editing the video. It is like if you are making a coffee in the house, you can control how much sugar you want, how much milk you want and everything. But if you are buying it from a store, you can't control everything. It's just like that. So when you're editing, you can add the colors how much you want. Like that gives you a higher dynamic range and a better looking image overall. And the stabilization, you can put it on Rocksteady or Rocksteady Plus for the maximum effect, and you are good to go. Your intermediate motovlogging is ready. And now comes the cinematic one. If you want your motovlogging to look smooth and cinematic, you want motion blur in your videos. So what is motion blur? So when we look at something, there is always slight blur that we see through our eyes, and that's what makes it natural. When videos don't have that motion blur, the video looks very sharp and very digital, and that's why some videos look cinematic and some don't. So how to get motion blur? It's very simple. So if you are shooting on 30 fps, your shutter speed should be 1/60, and if you're shooting in 60 fps, the shutter speed should be 1/120. So now you can switch to 30 fps and your shutter speed should be 1/60th of a second, and you can turn off the stabilization off. In terms of field of view, you can put it on the white mode. ISO should be 100 to 800, and the white balance you can put it on manual, and according to the light you can set up. For most scenarios, 5600 Kelvin would work fine, and if it is too warm or too cold, you have to adjust accordingly. Try avoiding setting on auto. And here comes a problem. If you use 1/60 shutter speed on bright daylight, your footage looks very overexposed. So what do we do at that time? So that's why we use ND filters. So what is ND filters? ND filters are basically sunglasses for your camera. So they reduce the light so that you can maintain the shutter speed 1/60. So this is a high shutter speed video, and this is a 1/60th of a second shutter speed video. You can see the 1/60th of a shutter speed video looks very professional because of that motion blur, and it looks natural to our eyes. It's just like how we see through our eyes, and that's why we use the ND filter. And you can choose ND 16 or 18, depends on the light you have. On a sunny day, you can use the ND 32 as well. I'll link the ones I use below. I got this like for 2000 rupees. And now comes the stabilization part. when you're shooting in a low shutter speed, that is 1/60, and when you turn on the internal stabilization of the camera, it don't work well because all the frames are little blurry and it creates some artificial effects on the video and that looks very immature. So what do we do at that time? So in this scenario, what we can do is we can turn off the internal stabilization of the camera. In my case, I turn off the Rocksteady off completely and I put the POV on wide mode. So in the wide mode, the camera captures the gyro data. So what is gyro data? Gyro data is basically when the camera shakes this much, it records that data, and when you're editing, there is a free software called Gyroflow. When you upload the video to Gyroflow, it will automatically correct according to the gyro data. So that is very accurate. So in this slow shutter speed scenario, you can use this method and it works really better than the internal stabilization of any camera. So this gyro data almost every camera will record, and this Gyroflow is a free software as well. You can just try it out. So now you have the motion blur, stabilization and the quality. Now comes the important part, the audio. So audio is the most important of all of this, because if your audio is bad, nobody is going to watch it. And if you have a DJI mic, perfect, you are good to go, because just connect the camera and put the DJI mic inside your helmet, pin it somewhere, and it works flawlessly. I mean, you don't have to worry about anything. But for me, I don't have the DJI mic, so I use the Digitech mic. So what I usually do is, so I put my camera on the chin mount, then I put the connector, it's a C to C, and I connect this to the receiver. So it is a little bit messy and we can call it like jugaad, but it works. And you need to put the microphone as well inside your helmet. I usually clip the mic and receiver on the strap of the chin mount, and you can also do the same, but this is a little jugaad setup. But if you have a proper DJI mic setup, you don't need any wires, you can put it wherever you want. You can even put the camera on other angle, as also you can vlog with that because there is no receiver, and it works perfectly. And this is very important, adjust your gain properly because we are dealing with a lot of wind noise and an engine noise. So you should try out multiple times with your mic setup. I usually set up my gain around -2. Usually that works for me. For you, you have to try it out a couple of times, then you will get the perfect setup. And when you're adjusting the audio, always adjust the camera angle too. So this matters a lot, depends on your bike. For some bike it should be like this, some bike it should be like this. And there you go, and that's my complete motovlogging setup from beginner to a professional level. You don't need the most expensive gear, you just need good settings, good mounting and clean audio. That's it. It's all good to go. Just consistency is the key. Keep doing it. And now comes the editing part. Stabilizing, sound designing, color grading. All this I'll cover in the next video. So make sure you subscribe if you want to see that. And thanks a ton for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye. Ride safe.